Hey, what's going on, everyone? NukemDukem here. Happy Easter. He is risen. And we're going to take a look at some cool new concept by our community. This is by the almighty Chanka, and this is a Mexican. Then we'll move on to two operator concept by Exact and his buddy Red Bull 90053 of a Metro Saw Blade and Blockade here. Before we jump into these awesome operators, I have to show you a quick sponsorship to help me feed my puppy. Guys, if you love robots fighting each other like Mech Warrior style, this game is totally for you because I love it. It's a 6-on-6 tactical multiplayer and you have so much good strategies to go with it. I mean, you can choose your own robots, define how you want your gameplay to be. The graphics are so rich, 3D graphics, and there's over 70 million players installed the game, so you're never waiting that lobby for long queues. Great thing is the developers constantly update this game with new robots, new maps, and game modes, so the gameplay is always refreshing. So if you guys want to join with me, you guys can install the game right now. I'll put a link in the description. You can do it on both iOS and Android. So developers are throwing a bonus. If you guys install it right now, you guys get a starter pack with the Vitaz robot and 1 thunder weapons and 2 pinata weapons, 100 gold and 400 silvers to pump up your robots. Alright guys, I'll see you in the battlefield. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you so much for your understanding. So we always wanted the Mexican operators. We did get Mirta and Jackal, who are the Spanish operators, but this one's from Mexico, and this was created by the almighty Chanka. So let's take a look at the first operator. Bulldozer is an attacker, 1 speed, 3 armor, with a riot shield, and the pistol is an SF-P9, and the ability can charge through a wall or barricade, destroying them. If Bulldozer charges into an enemy, it downs them for 2 seconds. While in charge animation, it is immune to barbed wire. Now this is a very interesting concept, and I actually kind of like this one. The thing is that we actually gotta go in more depth with the ability of like how it works mechanically. Is it gonna be a set number of charges how many times this operator can do it? Or it's unlimited, but there's a cooldown between. I would say put a 15 to 20 seconds cooldown between, similar to different operators' ability like Kavira, where there is a time between each of the charges they can use their ability. Now, thing is, it says knockdown for 2 seconds. I think they should have damage to it, similar to, like, let's say you walk in Capcom chat. Depending on what armor you wear, it depends on how much damage you take if you're in front of the door or the barricade. I don't think this works on reinforced walls. You still need Habana and Thermite to open those, but this one is unreinforced walls, and I think it does 40 damage to a let's say 1 armor operator, and then 10 damage less per armor on top of that. Now this is a cool idea. Let's say you have a couple seconds left, you need a shield just to charge in, break through a wall while your team runs in behind them. It's very interesting. Now if it's a bull, I don't think it's going to have a long shield like Montaigne, because I think it's just only going to be half a shield, so you can still shoot towards the feet if you are being charged. That's one counter to this operator. I don't know if this is his original idea of this operator, but I'm just thinking mechanically wise, this makes more sense the way I envision it. Up next, we have the Defender. This is Urge, 2 speed, 2 armor operator with a weapon of SMG, PMX, and a shotgun, KSG, and a similar pistol to the attacker, SFP9, excuse me. Okay, the ability. Urge carries a defibrillator that can revive an ally that has already been killed in action. Urge has a gap of 10 seconds to revive a dead teammate. It revives him or her with 20% of base health and a 20% bonus health. So this is interesting. Let's say you kill a defender and your attacker, and they get X on the screen confirming that they're dead. This operator, you can have like 10 seconds. I don't know how they're going to do it. Like, you have to be right on top of it, or you can shoot it from a distance similar to a Doc pistol, but you can revive them if they're dead. And they come back with 20% health, or 20 health. I don't know why it says 20%, because all operators have 100 health. So 20% health. And then an added 20% health of bonus health. So let's say you come back alive with 40 HP, and similar to let's say you get overhealed or a Vinca boost, your health goes down over time. So that's why I think the 20 bonus health, you get 40 health and it goes down to 20 health over time. This is an interesting one, and I think it's cool. I think it's definitely cool, but I don't think it's a good operator, or a good idea to introduce to the game, because once you kill an operator, I think they should be dead. And just to see that, you're like, oh, Kavira is dead, and then you're like, okay, it's 5-on-3 now, and then randomly comes 5-on-4, and then the operator you thought you killed comes back alive, and that, you already communicate your team it's dead, and then you get angry at your teammates. Why did you say they're dead when they're obviously alive? So that's a problem. I think it changes the game way too much, on top of what we already have. I mean, it's a cool concept, but I'm gonna have to totally disagree with this one. All right, guys, let's move on to the next one. Let me know what you guys think about that one. I'm kind of curious. All right, next we have is Metro. This was created by two people, Exact and Red Bull, his friend. So let's take a look at Metro. 1 armor, 3 speed operator, and the badge on the right side says CTSFO. Okay, let's look at the gadget. It's a HPC tool. Metro saws the foundations of a reinforced wall with a high-powered cutting tool. Weakening it, the wall acts as a soft wall. After he's finished, the process takes a few moments and leaves him open to enemy fire. Has enough battery for 2 uses but gains a third after 40 seconds. The gun they have is a SIG MCX, a G36C, and a Glock 17. Gadgets will be smoke grenades and breach charge. Okay, now this one's an interesting one. So this gadget operator's ability puts him in a state where he can't move. Similar, let's say you don't have advanced function enabled, you put down a breach charge, a thermite charge, a bandit battery. It takes some time to deploy it. And this one, however, if you have advanced on, you can stop anytime. Let's say you're getting shot, you can stop a reinforced wall or stop a barricade. This one, it seems like you can't. Once you start his animation, you have to stick through his animation, and he can be open and vulnerable. So he's more like a support operator where you guys gonna need some operators next to him to defend him, and of course he's an attack based on what I read here. So looks like what he does is he changed a reinforced wall, basically destroys the reinforcement, but however the soft wall is still there. So he changed from a reinforced wall into a regular wall that's not reinforced, and then after he can do 2 charges of it, and after he uses his second charge, he can get another charge after 40 seconds. So he kind of has a limit depending on the round's timer and how fast he quickly does it. So most likely, I would say if he stays alive throughout the whole game, I would say he can do maybe 3 to 4 charges if you use him wisely and protect him wisely. Now this is interesting. Do defenders get notified? Like they can see like a similar, can they hear the sound that their reinforced wall that it's being unreinforced? I would say so. You can hear it. It's a powerful saw blade, and I don't know, they're going to do an animation with a line of it. I wish that the creators usually mention more about this so it's more exact so we have details, but I'm just going to interpret what I think of it. So it makes a loud noise, probably 2 or 3 seconds for it to finish, right? Now, let's say does he become invulnerable? Well, no, it says he can be taking damage. So let's say he breaks a reinforced wall or takes out the reinforcement. You can just shoot through it immediately and kill him, right? You're like, oh, hey, I hear a noise. That wall is coming undone. I'm just going to shoot it. And he's standing right behind it because he just finished taking it. So does he get invulnerability, or do they make it where the animation, when he finishes it, his body moves to a certain side, or you can pick which direction aside he moves as soon as it's done so he doesn't get shot immediately by the opposite side of the wall. So I'm going to say that. During his animation, you get to before the end, you get to choose which sides he pivots, so he doesn't get shot immediately. So that's something they can think about. This operator, I'm actually okay with this. This one looks interesting, and I have no problem with it. I think it's actually pretty cool. So well done, guys. Okay, and last but not least, we have Blockade. Now, the gadget is utilize a grenade device that can rapidly deploy a hardened foam structure to fill destroyed barricades and broken walls. Oh, that's interesting. And he has I think it's a guy. He has a M4A4, a Mossberg 500, FN FP90, so P90, a M1911, and a Colt Python. And the 2 utility gadgets is an impact grenade and deployable shield with 2 armor and 2 speed. Now, I actually like this. I always thought, be cool to have a operator on defense that can repair barricades and repair broken walls. Now, I don't think it should fix a broken reinforced wall. I think once a reinforced wall is broken, it's broken. Or actually, no. You know what? Yeah, go ahead. It can fix a broken reinforced wall with a hole in it and foam around that, making it a regular breachable wall. Where you don't need a Habana thermite. Again, it just makes a soft wall behind it. That's actually pretty cool. Let's say, you guys are in a firefight and a door breaks. One of those regular wooden barricade doors breaks. You can just throw the gadget and then it would put that door back, or put a little foam wall so you could tell it's his ability, or a broken breach wall or a broken reinforced wall, puts a soft wall behind it. I think there has to be a limit to this gadget. Or a cooldown. Most likely, I would rather go with gadget. Maybe 3. Yeah, let's start with 3. You know what? Most likely Ubisoft, if they were ever to do something like this, they'll probably have 4 of this and then find out it's too strong and nerf it down to 3, similar to a Valkyrie cam. So let's say he gets 3 of these. This is an interesting utility one. I don't know. I actually really like it. I like the concept. I like the idea. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. But we'll finally get an M4 in the game that's actually a traditional one that we like. I know we do have something similar, but this is the M4 that I'm used to, the M4A4 style. All right, everyone, have a great Easter weekend. He is risen, hallelujah. And then don't forget the giveaway for the season pass is in description on all platforms, and giveaway of the headphone, mouse, keyboard, and mouse pad. A SteelSeries is pretty hardcore gaming peripherals. And then don't forget to obviously check out my t-shirt store. Lord Chachanka needs some love. Help the Lord out. You guys can get them in t-shirts, mugs, coffee mugs, yes, and sweaters. So check them all out, all your favorite operators, and the new ones are coming soon. It's all in the description for you guys. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.